Welcome back to the show, everybody. Crypto exchange wars, they're very real. We got the U.S. government, one of the biggest Bitcoin whales in the world. We got that, and today, breaking news, Binance buying FTX. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow us on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook for exclusive content. Right now, we're looking at $1.06 trillion market cap for crypto. We're off by 1.5%. Good afternoon. It's 20,100 plus for Bitcoin now. Ethereum is 1,500 plus right now. XRP is at the number 7 spot, slipping from 6. And right now we're up 3.1% on the last hour at 45 cents right here. But notice Binance is up and gone green a little bit on the breaking news from the crypto exchange war that kicked off between FTX's Sam Bankman-Fried and CZ Binance and Binance. This is why I tell you guys, check out my sponsor here, Ledger. I like to get my crypto off the exchanges. I am on some, but the majority of my holdings is on cold storage Ledger. Do it for yourself. They always have incredible specials and deals. It has a mobile app you could download. I've got a video I'm putting together for you guys to see how you can easily go in, hook up your pay, and you'll be able to buy any crypto you want and put it right on your cold storage. It's amazing. Check out the link underneath the video. Bankless tells us here before we get started here, or as we get started, the U.S. seized $3.36 billion in Bitcoin from a guy who stole 50,000 Bitcoin from the Silk Road 10 years ago. The dude was just hanging at his house in Gainesville, Georgia for 10 years with billions of stolen Bitcoin. A diamond is forever, and so is on-chain crime. Fun. You know, I think it's such, and here is actual article that you can check out for yourself. It's underneath on my Twitter as well if you want to see it. But what a great point here, right? Bitcoin's decentralized. It's anonymous. It's all of this. It's that. It's like, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. And it's certainly not decentralized when Rana Sayal, special agent of Department of Homeland Security, went and interviewed the 4 people who created it, according to her, in the Department of Homeland Security. So why don't we have the real truth about what's going on with Bitcoin? And with only a small handful of whales that control Bitcoin, like apparently the U.S. government's holding right here, is it really decentralized? Not at my house. This is very real, ladies and gentlemen. Crypto exchange wars. Binance versus FTX. Look how quickly this has escalated, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday, we reported about the Twitter feud that began between Binance's CZ and FTX's Sam Bankman-Fried. If you remember, CZ came out with a tweet and was basically like, we are selling $530 million in holdings of FTT, which is the token off of FTX, was triggered by recent revelation and amid rumors about FTX's balance sheet. CZ had made the claim that he implied that FTX was not really playing along nicely with the whole space and were backstabbing somehow and trying to advance themselves, is the way the tweet felt from CZ. And then announcing that he was getting rid of his position there obviously stressed the situation. He squared off to liquidate Binance's hundreds of millions of dollars in native token of Sam Bankman-Fried's rival FTX exchange. Oh, how quickly this came about, and wait where we're going here. This has just happened. FTX appears to have stopped processing withdrawals on-chain data show. That came out first thing this morning, and it was like, uh-oh, that ain't good. FTX is experiencing a bank run, and its FTT exchange token is suffering. This is all off of the power move, it would appear, from CZ Binance. Sam Bankman-Fried comes out just moments ago and says this, less than an hour ago, I have a few announcements to make. Things have come full circle. FTX is first. Last investors are the same. We have come to an agreement on a strategic transaction with Binance for FTX pending DD, which I believe is due diligence. He says, our team are working on clearing out the withdrawing backlog as is. This will clear out liquidity crunches. All assets will be covered one-to-one. This is one of the main reasons we've asked Binance to come in. It may take a bit to settle, etc. We apologize for that. But the important thing is that our customers are protected. A huge thank you to CZ Binance and all of our supporters. This is a user-centric development that benefits the entire industry. CZ has done and will continue to do an incredible job of building out the global crypto ecosystem and creating a freer economic world. I know that there have been rumors in media of conflict between our two exchanges. However, Binance has shown time and again that they are committed to a more decentralized global economy while working to improve industry relations and, with regulators. We are in the best of hands. He says here, note that FTX and Binance, two separate companies, are not currently impacted by this. FTX US withdrawals are and have been live, is fully backed one-to-one and operating normally, he says here. He says, Grabox asks a question, what is the strategic transaction? Is Binance buying a chunk of FTX? I am sure shareholders are curious too. This is what we heard from, let me see here, CZ Binance. And this was first reported by Eleanor Terrett. Shout out to her. He says here, this afternoon, FTX asked for our help. There is significant liquidity crunch. To protect users, we signed a non-binding LOI, which is a letter of intent, intending to fully acquire FTX.com and help cover the liquidity crunch. We will be conducting a full DD due diligence in the coming days. That is what we have there. And I think there might have been another follow-up post or two from him. He said there's a lot to cover. It will take some time. This is a highly dynamic situation, and we are assessing the situation in real time. Binance has a discretion to pull out from the deal at any time. We expect FTT to be highly volatile in the coming days as things develop. There you have it. And he shares Sam Bankman's thread as well. Pretty incredible power move right there, ladies and gentlemen. And I posted here and said, and just like that, Binance buys FTX. CZ Binance, I bet you're a great chess player too. I mean, that's a power move, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Martin Heisboik shares his personal thought on what just went down and says, this is huge. Crypto.com, he believes, is next. Uphold will be the last man standing. We are watching a crypto exchange war take place. Many have thought and said that FTX was backed by a lot of the legacy companies in the finance world. If that is accurate, what just happened today? And in other news, very quickly here, Ethereum got found out. It's not the one. Bank of Korea finds that the performance issues for Ethereum to be insufficient. Bank of Korea completed the second phase of its retail central bank digital currency simulations in late June and today shared the results. So they've had these results for months. While it was happy with some aspects of its digital yuan simulations, such as using CBDCs for offline payments, cross-border remittances, the central bank highlighted performance issues with the blockchain technology. Specifically, it found the overall performance of the Ethereum-based blockchain insufficient, including scaling solutions and privacy technology that was tested. There will be some limitations in real-time processing of transaction during peak time, said the Bank of Korea. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we are on this day. Oh, things are getting so good. Look, I'm reminded of the top down and the bottom up strategy that David Schwartz talked about at Ripple that they employ at going at the banks on down, or from, NFT and sponsored grant programs and things of that nature to expand the ideas and concepts to be built off of the ledger and other projects and things of that nature. I think of those things and it makes so much sense to me. And when I pull back a little bit and just look at the whole space, I see this top down, bottom up thing happening as well in that macro regard. Look at what Elon's doing. Hey, if he charges $8 a month and we become KYC AML, I literally just had a comment to him today on that. I'll pay $8 a month and make me KYC AML, and then we could use Twitter like a super app, right? That's what we're talking about here. That is consumer facing, bottom up. Then you have the remittance companies, small, medium enterprises, and yes, the banks. I think, we're not far from seeing something really, really enormous, which I believe is what was so big about the birth of the internet, was that it was already adopted by government and military by the time it became consumer usable and consumer facing. We've yet to see that with this technology. And that top-down piece is very important. And in order to get it, I believe we have to have some kind of legislation and certainly legal clarity. And how far away are we from that? I don't know, but I don't feel like it's that far. That's going to do it for me. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Leave a comment below, ladies and gentlemen. Things are happening very quickly now, all the time in many different areas. Head on a swivel. This is Crypto You Never Know. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. It's just my digital perspectives. I'll catch all of you on the next one.